Hello, good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Hello, good evening. Sorry guys, still running a bit late. It's technical issues. We needed to sort out the cameras and everything. Okay, so apologize for that. All right, welcome. Good evening, guys. You okay? Welcome.
Good evening, yeah.
Okay. The topic of what we're going to discuss this evening, if you look at it, talking about economic
Mm.
challenges faced by Nigerians in the UK.
Especially over the past 2 years, we've had a lot of them come in.
Yeah. Well, seriously, it's a topic that we really need to
Mm.
look into. A lot of Nigerians, even
Mm.
as we are speaking now, many of them are even applying for a visa. Okay, they're looking for visa, they're applying for schools and all that. Many want to like Japan, they want to leave Nigeria to come to abroad. It's not only in UK, America, Canada, many places. They just want to go for economical reasons or something like that. You understand? But there are challenges that most of them don't really know until they get into the country.
Mm.
When they get into UK, then they will start facing some of those challenges because people that are already in the UK, even if they tell you
Mm.
what they're going through, you will not
Most of
you will not believe
most of
it.
them don't really tell you
Yeah,
anymore.
that's what I'm saying. They will not,
Mm.
even if they tell you that this is what is happening, this is what they are going through, this is what I mean, their daily struggles.
Mm.
You will still not gonna believe them. You want to come over to experience it yourself. Understand? Some of them will think maybe that you don't want them to come, that you just want to stop them from applying for the visa for them to come to the UK until they get here. Once they get here, then they will experience what others experiencing. Because what are the things that maybe entice a lot of them to come over? It's pounds.
Mm.
It's pounds, isn't it? The exchange rate.
Mm.
Once they check the exchange rate to compare to Nigeria,
Mm.
exchange rate is a lot of money.
Mm.
Too, there are a lot of jobs and other people. Do you understand what I mean? People want to come over here. Some of them will start taking pictures, when they
Mm.
take pictures in
Updating their
on
Instagram
Instagram
profile
and all
to
that. So those back home they'll be like, wow, this guy,
mm.
do you understand what I mean? Then you wear your hoodie, wear your trainers and all that, take a picture, nice picture,
Mm.
without knowing that why you're wearing the hoodie is because of
Mm.
it's cold.
Mm.
It's very cold. That's the reason why you're wearing what you're wearing. Then. Do you understand what I mean? They think it's fashion, but it's cold. That's the reason why
Mm.
you're covering yourself proper. Unlike in Africa, you can wear jeans and just wear your
Mm.
t-shirt and go around.
Mhm.
What I mean?
Mhm.
It's only during summer here, which is mostly 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Mm.
The summer finishes. So until they get here, then they will experience what others experiencing with are the challenges. And we want to look into that. We want to look into challenges that most families they face on a daily basis. Do you understand what I mean?
Mhm.
So I don't know. We both of us we come from Nigeria.
Mhm.
You experience what I'm trying to
Mm.
experience. So
Mhm.
what do you have to say? What do you kind of think about it?
Mm. Mm. Hmm. I mean, coming from Nigeria to the UK is like I saw this comment on Instagram that it's like a secret code.
Mm,
No one tells you. Those inside don't really tell you
yeah,
until you're coming.
mm,
Now, Nigerians coming in here, and sometimes Nigerians have that mentality and mindset that they suffered. That if you come, that you have to suffer. And some of them have this superiority mindset that they don't really want to help those that just came.
mhm,
So the reason why people, first of all, if you don't know anyone, let's say you moved and you don't really have a good friend.
mm,
When I talk about a good friend, there are friends. I mean, you can have friends in the UK, but you won't really know who someone is until you move. And then you realize that this person wasn't really, yeah. So the major challenge that people face is that one, the culture shock. Yeah, knowing that things are done completely different. You've just
mhm.
moved to a country where things are done completely different, and it would take another person that is willing to help to guide
To
you.
guide you.
Yeah, it just depends on those you met the first week. Because sometimes if you've just come into a country and then you meet like friends that help, like one of my friends moved in, um he was applying to come in here to study. He had a friend that was a manager in a residential home. So before he even came, his friend already got him a job
Yeah.
in the care home. So he came and there was a job already waiting for him. Now that's a good friend, but not everyone is like that.
Not everyone is like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when we talk about coming in and the challenges of, yeah, it's a whole new different thing. I mean, things on the way it works in Nigeria isn't the way,
It's not how
yeah,
it's working.
people are not really as nice as they were in Nigeria.
That's it. Before we jump into
Mm,
a proper
detail, yeah.
everything. There's one video. There's one of the video I pick up on
Mm,
TikTok. I would like us to I want to look at it. I want us to listen to this video. Then we can analyze it from what the lady was saying.
mm-hmm.
You understand? Okay, so let me just bring it up. All right, then just
other community lives in abundance, and there is the reason why. So I was walking into my son's school on this particular day, and my friend walked past me and said, "Hey D, how are you? I'm gonna buy this building." And I thought, which building? What are you talking about? And he showed me this picture on his phone. I said, how? Because this building that I'm seeing is million upon million upon million upon another million. So he sat me down after we did the whole school runs, and he said, "Listen D," he broke it down for me. He said, my father came into this country, met a friend who housed him, and there were about 6 in that house. Eventually, they struggled for a minute, but they were able to pull resources together, got a shop in front of that particular house, started a business together, and with no time, they were able to start building businesses across that street. Now, he said, D, take a look at this street. We own the entire property here. Everything here belongs to me and my family. And I said, how? He said, because there is power in unity. And it touched me really well. And to me, when I went back and sat down in the car, I said, 100 years will come and go. Africans might not be able to pull this. Why? Because we don't have unity in our community. It's a different ball game. That is why you see everybody being individualistic, everybody running shit, everybody trying to succeed. But do you understand the power of collaboration, the power of unity, the power of pulling together? Absolutely not. If an African man and an African lady or people together say, oh, I want to open this shop today. Now fight, go finish him. Now fight, go scatter him. Let me tell you, I'm not even ready to waste anybody's time here today. I have found a way, okay, to make life easier for me in the UK that I live, after having gone through, the darkest times of my life.
Right.
These people are thriving
if I just is it's just the struggles. Okay, the struggle. You already hear what she was like complaining about unity. That once you maybe want to start a business with someone and all that. Okay, we're gonna go into that proper. But you were saying that if you don't have a good friend, someone that will welcome you, then you're going to find it difficult to adapt and all that. And that is one of the things that most of them, they don't really get that. Because once you get a visa, you want to live, you want to travel. I think the most important thing that you need in your travel is where to stay. Someone that would welcome you, someone that will direct you, someone that will tell you what is really happening in that country. Okay. And then if you just leave, because if you look around now, some students, some of them, they're experiencing the same thing. They think maybe you just get a visa, you get a school that you paid for, then you come into the country. Understand, as a student, that you're going to adapt. It's something. Why are you going to stay? Because if you have £2,000 after paying your school fees and everything, and you come into this country, then you pay for house rent, deposit. You pay for 1 month house rent, maybe it depends on the landlord, how much left with you. You're feeding money and everything. And they give them only 20 hours to work. It's not that you just come in immediately 1 month, you're going to get a job. Do you understand what I mean? Within that period, some of them stay 2 months, some stay 1 month, some stay maybe more than that to get a proper job, that can you can get some money to pay for your house rent. That's the more important thing. You understand? So if you don't have someone that can harbor you for a period of time, put you through, help you out to get a job,
Mm.
tell you what is really happening in the city, all of that. Before long, before you know what is happening, it will take you like 6 months. And then the story is going to change. You will struggle, you will suffer big time. Do you understand? So, economic first, the challenges Nigerians face in the UK is a lot.
Just to add a little bit of that, sometimes the reason people don't really now let's look at the reasons why people don't really welcome
Mm,
people to their houses is that sometimes they end up becoming enemies.
mm,
So they just rather they didn't help you and you guys are still friends in the future.
mm,
Like I tell you a story about my it happened is a close family member. My when my uncle moved to the US, so him and his family stayed with my with a family friend that was very close to us before she moved to the US. Now, we were all good. I mean, before my uncle and his family moved to the US, but then after staying with this lady, I mean, the relationship went bad.
mhm,
They had to leave in bad terms. And that's just one. There've been so many stories of people welcoming others into their house
mhm.
and
They become enemies.
yeah, becoming enemies. You just can't really blame people that close their doors or people that just don't welcome you.
Yeah, but because the reason is once you bring someone in, sometimes the person that bring, for example, you're coming
Mm,
from Africa and you're coming from Nigeria,
mm-hmm,
and then normally maybe you know me before as a family
mm,
friend or
mm-hmm,
maybe as a colleague or maybe
mm-hmm.
as a
Or
mate in
even a brother,
a
yeah.
school or something like that. So whenever I come to Africa, the way I
Mm,
spend money, the way I dress
mm,
and everything, there's a class, there's a
mm,
level of, there's a way
mm,
you will just like greet me
mm,
or me.
mm-hmm,
So now when you come in
mm,
and then you realize that it's not all that.
mm,
The house is not.
mm,
Maybe
mm,
I'm sharing a flat with
mm,
someone.
mm-hmm,
We are three of us in
mm-hmm,
two bedroom flat.
mm-hmm,
Every morning, all of us wake up and go to work and all
mm,
that.
mm-hmm,
Then I don't have any car.
mm,
In the morning, I'll just take a bus and go to
mm,
work and come back.
mm,
You stay in the house there looking around.
mm,
Maybe there's no sky in the house to
mm,
watch football.
mm,
All those kind of things that you
mm-hmm,
see, you know what I mean? The
mm.
picture.
Just things that
Yeah.
were easily
th-
obtainable,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a picture you painted
Mm.
of people
Where
that
you're going,
lives
yeah.
abroad. Then
Mm,
when you come in there, you see that this guy that is a big boy is sharing he's sharing a flat
mm,
with some people. All of them they share the same
mm,
toilet and
mm,
kitchen, they
mhm,
cook and all that. Then do you understand? Then
mhm,
they come in the morning, he will just carry his bag and just go and
mm,
take a bus and come back again.
mm,
All of that, and you be like,
mm,
I get what I'm saying.
mm,
So that respect
mhm,
will just reduce.
mm,
And the guy will be like, come on,
mm,
there's nothing here.
mm,
I get what I'm saying.
mhm,
So that respect will come down. And then once you start working,
mhm,
they introduce you now, you start working, start making a little bit of money, you
mhm,
start calculating how much is in Nigeria
mhm,
currency.
mhm,
You would thinking that you make less start getting money.
mm,
And then that respect and all that, most of them start showing attitude and
mm,
everything.
mhm,
Okay, come on, man. You need to if you
mhm,
wake up in the morning, arrange where you sleeping,
mm,
do some dishes, you know what I
mhm,
mean? All those kind of
mhm,
things that
mhm,
normally people do here. There's
mm,
no maid.
mm,
Nobody has any maid.
mhm,
So do all those things. And then they will not
mm,
do that.
mm,
That's where the problem start happening.
mm,
And then they will start telling others maybe this
mm,
guy just want to make me a maid in the house. They want
mm,
me to start
mm,
doing
mm,
dishes, to wash clothes. That's what I'm
mm,
saying. It become an issue.
mm,
So once they leave the house,
they leave us enemies.
they leave us
Mm.
enemies.
So it would have just been better that okay that you came have your own place
Mhm,
and then another thing is that sometimes when someone leaves here
mm,
and they live in a country where it's more fast paced,
mm,
so their mindset is different. Like one, they're not as liberal as they are when they
mhm.
were in Nigeria. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not. Yeah, you won't really get money from them as you would have
Yeah, because
if.
yeah, here now
Mm,
they will tell you to go and hustle. You need
mm,
to go and get your own
mm,
money. You need to
mm,
hustle. Okay, for example, there are
Mm.
sometimes you see that you welcome someone at home,
Mm-hmm.
then the way you're staying, you're paying roughly probably, let's just put a quote, just put the money on it.
Mm.
You're paying like £600 a month.
Mm-hmm. 600 will be lucky.
No, I'm just just make it look just in a way that
Mm.
someone can understand. They're paying £600, and you guys are sharing same flat,
Mm-hmm.
2-bedroom flat. You have 2 bedroom. Someone else already, the person that have
Mm.
that got the flat,
Mm-hmm.
he has his own room.
Mm.
So the other person has a room, and then you maybe, or what, the other person, okay, one of will stay in the sitting room.
Mm.
No man, that's where most times it works here. You understand what I mean?
Mm.
2 bedroom, 2 people in the rooms.
Mm.
In the sitting room, one person is staying in the sitting room,
Mm.
arranged there, all those kind of things. So this person will just come in, maybe your brother or your friend will just come in, and you want to like help them.
Mm.
Then you said, okay, listen, now we are 4 of us. The electricity, the water bills will
Mm.
increase because we're taking
Mm.
more shower.
Mm.
We burning a lot of
Mm.
electricity and all that. We're cooking more.
Mm.
So listen, you need to bring some money,
Mm.
add up money, £200 or £150 a month. And this guy will be like, well, he will start calculating how much that
Mm.
£150 is in Nigerian currency. Why should I give you
Mm.
£150? Do you understand what I mean? You know why? Because he doesn't know how it is outside. He
Mm.
hasn't slept on the bus stop. He
Mm.
hasn't like slept outside in the cold. He hasn't like maybe stay out in the hotel, stay in the
Mm.
hotel for like 2 days,
Mm.
paying hotel bills and all that. You know how, do you understand what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
So if you come in and stay in the hotel for 2 days, 3 days, then pay that money,
Mm.
you see that the money is going out of his
Mm.
account from his paying straight away. Then if
Mm.
you bring him into to your house, he will understand,
And appreciate it,
appreciate.
yeah.
But if you just bring the person and put him in your house straight away, the morning you wake up, there's food to eat.
Mm.
You take a shower, you relax, you go out and take a bus and go around the country,
Mm.
take pictures and everything, and come back, there's food for him to eat.
Mm.
He will not understand, or she will not understand how it is. So after a few months, then when you tell them to go out, man, you need to go out now. It's at least supposed to have saved some money to
Mm.
start off, just like get your own room or something. You become their enemy,
Mm.
because once they get out, find out a room, then they will tell them that they have to pay
Mm.
£800 for a
Even
room.
1,000 now.
You pay £800 for deposit, then you pay £800 for a month, and then they check how much they're earning.
Mm.
That's what the issue. That's what the problem is.
Mm.
It become a big issue. It become a big problem. You
Hmm.
understand? So that those challenges is just challenges, especially
Sometimes
for
like
people
when
coming in.
someone is living in Nigeria, this is why when people make a little bit of money here, they want to go back
Yeah.
because um the kind of basic things in that, for example, if you live in Nigeria and you've just paid your house rent, you have water running, you just pay
Yeah.
electricity at the end of the month, you don't really care, you don't have to do the whole gas and thing.
Mm.
You don't really know because
No,
moving here is a whole new
it's a real
different,
different.
yeah.
It's a new ball game.
And
It's very very challenging.
mm,
It's
but
very very
sometimes you could have good friends. I
yeah.
mean, you could be lucky to have a very good friend that will take you in and take you. I mean, I've heard stories of a friend that took the other person in and didn't ask the other person for money, paid the whole thing, and the other person still left.
Mm.
Yeah, just sneaked out. And there've been so many stories of
It's
people helping and then
it's
getting
always
paid back with bad.
seriously, it's always like I explained to you now, it's always difficult. It's always difficult. Why did we start with harboring people, like
Mm.
giving them shelter? Because that's the most important
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, especially like London.
That's the most important
Mm.
thing. It's not only London, it's any country.
Mm.
Shelter
Mm.
is the most
Accommodation,
accommodation is
yeah.
the most important thing.
Most expensive, not just important,
If is
expensive.
because without, even if some people you will have the money, but you might not even have a very good place to stay. You understand what I mean? Because when you have a shelter, when you have an accommodation, do you know the benefit? Because for example, if you come in now, you have like £20,000 in your pocket, you have money.
Mm.
which can sustain you for a couple of maybe 1 year.
Mm.
Then you go into a hotel, or just in a hotel. Now in a hotel, it's just only you, right? In the morning, you just wake up and go around. Sometimes maybe you say, okay, if you're someone that is experienced, and what I mean by experienced, you'll be going traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You know the places where you're supposed to go to. But if you never like have that experience of traveling, you wake up in the morning, you go to the city. What you want to do? You take pictures,
Mm.
right? But if you want to stay in that country, you need to meet people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make connections. You need to understand what is really happening in the country. But when you're staying alone in the hotel, you wake up in the morning and go out. Sometimes you might like want to approach some people. They will look at you. They don't know you.
Mm.
You have the money, but you don't have the contact.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have like I always say to you, that shelter is the most important thing. Now someone pick you up and put you in a house. They go out in the morning and come in. When they come back now, you guys have to chat.
Mm.
You ask them questions. How is it? What's going on? They will tell you, okay, listen, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. You understand? You need to
Mm-hmm.
go and register this place. Have you registered this place? Have you got your NI? Have you done
Mm-hmm.
this? Have you done that? Those things he's telling you, money cannot buy it. It's very, very important.
Mm.
That's the big direction he's giving you. The other person that has 20,000, it might take him 6 months to understand all this process. But you taking you only 1 week.
Mm.
I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have someone that's giving you direction. Do you understand? That's
Mm-hmm.
why I said shelter, accommodation is the most important thing.
Yeah, accommodation and then a guide, someone helping
With
you.
that, then that's when the guide come in. Now, that one is another, like maybe another thing, but whereby if you meet a good person,
Mm-hmm. That would be because some
then
people do not. You know the thing about Nigerian communities that someone could know stuff
Mm.
and they wouldn't say it. It's just like when we did the bounce back loan.
Mm.
The bounce back loan in 2020, like the Indians, the Asians knew about it and kept it within themselves. And by the time Africans got to know, they've already started rounding up the whole thing.
they stand there random.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying, information, contact. That's what the most important thing that people like, Other guys, good evening. Like I said, we were discussing about the challenges. Why do some Nigerian families struggle in the UK? Okay, we starting with the most important thing. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the shelter, accommodation. Who is going to welcome you and all that? And then, like what you said, some people don't like to do that
Mm-hmm.
because of the past experiences that they've encountered. Some people, you bring them into your house, when they leave, they become your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
They will be the same people calling other people back home and telling them how you living.
Mm.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They will tell them everything. As you leaving in the morning, going to work, they'll be at home making calls because they're using your Wi-Fi, which is free.
Mm-hmm.
They'll connect your WhatsApp. They're calling everyone. I've been here since I've never got a job.
Mm.
He doesn't want to show me how he's making money. He doesn't want to show me the way. They understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Without knowing that it's not like that. They will be calling people back home and letting them know that you don't want to help them. But this person just arrived. It's not even up to 1 week he arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Then he wants to start making money. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, calm down. You need to get this. You need to get your NI. You need to get the other one. You need to get this. You need to do one or two things. You need to proof of address. There's things you need to. And then they will not understand all those things because they want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're trying to let them calm down, you will get there. That's where the whole conflict problem start having problems and all that. It doesn't matter if it's your brother, or sister, or a friend. It's the same story, the same experience.
Mm.
That's why sometimes you see someone will tell you, okay, I want to come. Can I stay in your place or can you pick me up? Then they will tell you that they're traveled. They are not in the country.
Mm.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They tell you they are not in the country. Then when you get in here, because you don't know where they live, because if someone in this country, in the UK or London, don't want you to know where they live, you can stay here 10 years, you don't know where they live. There's no way you know where they live. You understand what I mean? You don't know where they live. So that's one of the challenges that people encounter. They encounter that a lot. So if you have someone that can like pick you up, someone that will say to you, okay, don't worry, I will pick you. You will stay in my place for a few days or a month or that. Then you can proceed and find your place. Just like be grateful.
Mm.
Thank God for that. Because now you've started, your journey started. At least you will sleep without opening your eyes or having one eye open. You will sleep peacefully.
But then it's like, I think another thing is that before you welcome someone into your house, you got to know who the person is.
How will you know the person? It doesn't
Mm.
matter. If you are in abroad, the person you know 2 years ago might not be the same person.
Mm.
You understand what I mean?
Well, it's quite a very touching topic today. It's
No,
really,
for real.
yeah,
That's what's
it's quite a
happening.
very touching because then people in Nigeria don't really know. And sometimes, we've had cases where people say they sent someone £20 or they sent someone uh, £20 or £30, and it came up to like 50,000 in Nigeria. And then the person, oh, why are you sending me just this?
Just your money.
And then this person is like, oh, before I'm able to get this money, yeah, because then, okay, now is winter period. Like, I woke up this morning really angry because it was very cold and I just didn't have the appetite to get out of the bed. Now, those that are having to get up in the cold
Yeah.
and go to work,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you don't eat. Yeah, you're sleepy, you're having headache, you're having migraine, you're in the train is packed, and you're going to work. And then after that, you're hungry. It depends on the kind of role that you're doing. Sometimes this kind of jobs where you don't even get your break till like 11 or 12. Now, this is a job you started at 6. You don't even get time to eat till like 6 hours. And then you make that money and send it to somebody, and then they are telling you, why are you sending me this? So sometimes it is
It's
quite a very
it's
touching,
painful.
yeah.
It's
And
painful.
then when
It's
you've
painful.
done, yeah.
It's painful. Seriously, it's very, very painful.
Mm.
Because most even the worst part is that sometimes you send the money, they will receive the money. They
I
will
want
not
to
they
call
will not
you to
yes,
say thanks.
they will
You know,
not call. And then you have to be the one to call them and say
mm,
that did you receive the money?
mm,
Why you're calling is not because you want them to like
mm,
appreciate that. You just want to make sure
that they got it,
they got
yeah.
the money.
Mm,
Because if they didn't get the money, there's no way you're going to know that they
mm,
received the money.
mm,
Then when you call, they think maybe you want them to say thank you or just want to appreciate.
mm,
No. You just want to find out. But at least if they get the money, they're supposed to let you know, okay, I'll receive this money. Thank you. If they want to say thank you or not, they can just say to you, I've received it. At least your mind will be at rest
mm.
that they received the money.
And
But as another one, you need to call, give the money and you still have to call them to
Mm, and the thing is that sometimes, like in Western countries, depending on the job the person is doing, unless the person is a doctor or the person owns a business, even doctors in the UK, I mean, unless you're working donkey hours, like unless the person owns a business or the person is a celebrity, I mean, is a capital. I don't know how to say it. Is a country where as you make it, you spend it.
yeah.
Yeah, as your mate, for example, someone earning how many people earn more than 2005? Yeah, someone said the average salary in London is 50,000 a year. How many people actually earn up to 50,000 a year? And then when they make it, the expenses, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The tax system is crazy, and
Yeah.
they end up just leaving to pay bills.
Yeah.
And then,
It's
yeah,
just
the system in Nigeria is completely different.
yeah, it's different.
Completely different.
And if you want to analyze the system in Nigeria and then analyze the system here, if you look at it, everything is structured, everything is set.
Mm.
Okay, there's light, constant light. Does not mean that you have constant light. You need to pay for it.
You need to pay for it.
There is constant water. Does not mean that you have constant water.
Mm.
You need to pay for
You
it.
need to pay for it, yeah.
There's transportation everywhere.
Mm.
If you don't have the money, you're not gonna go in. There's no way you're gonna take a bus.
Mm.
You need to walk. So that means the structure is there. They make everything easy. They make everything to be like, they made everything to be just like make simple for people to live the normal life. But it needs money. So you need to pay for that. Okay, I think we're getting the call. You need to pay for that. That's why. But in Nigeria, it's a little bit different. It's a very different. Hello. Hello, good evening. Do you have any question or you just want to like contribute to what we're saying?
Yeah, I just want to contribute.
Okay.
The question is just straightforward, but it's just for us here, we are trying to enlighten us so that we will not once any family that go out of his country, he will not suffer or see what others saw. Understand? Now, anybody that leaves his or her town or village for another place is looking for a greener pasture, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you go, let's me use UK as a case study. There is a clause there. That clause is once you don't have any working permit and you come in there, you find it difficult to cope, right? So, and some of us here living there from Nigeria going to UK, you are going there as maybe your visa will be indicating going as a business trip or visit, but once you go there, you want to change the narratives.
Your phone is going funny. I'm just going funny. It's in your phone. Your phone was just like going funny. We only heard what you're saying. Can you call back, please? Can you call back? Right. Yeah, the challenges mostly like we've not even looked into the challenges proper. We just started.
We're just scratching. Yeah, I think I'll probably do this topic like twice.
Yeah, we have not looked looked at the challenges proper. Okay, I think he's calling back. Hello. Hello. The same thing is happening to your phone. I don't know what's going on with your net.
What?
I cannot. The line is not going through proper.
The line is terrible.
It's dropping like I think network was something a bit. Okay. What I want to one of the challenges that people most times you see that people back in Nigeria, they don't really understand. For example, there's someone that come out now with the first class in Nigeria. Okay. You come out first class as maybe medicine or something, they just come in. Then we hope that when you get here immediately, they will recognize your first class. Then you get here and they will tell you that it's nothing. It's not. They don't care about that. That you need to do some other courses.
Do some other courses, and you need to verify your certificate.
They will do this one, do that one, and you be like, what? After spending 5-6 years in university, then you come here, they don't value that. Okay, and then you see that the person will be disappointed. That's one of the major challenge that people you see like some of them, if you tell them that, they'll be like, no, they don't really get that until they get here. So when you get here now, table your certificate, you're looking for a job. You say, okay, yeah, come on, man. I got certificate. I study medicine, I study economics, I study finance or whatever. I just want to go and apply for a job. Then they will tell you that your certificate.
I think that, and this is for those that are listening. I mean, the only thing that you can do from Nigeria and immediately come in here and these are just the only jobs that you could get directly from Nigeria and then come here and probably get a job immediately.
Yeah.
Apart from healthcare,
Mm-hmm.
they are jobs that involve a little bit of creativity, such as graphics designer, website designer,
Yeah.
software developer. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much where
Mm.
you got the certificate. Things like being a good tailor, being a good barber. You can
Mm.
literally come in from Nigeria today and be barbing the
Yeah.
next
That's a
day.
handiwork, isn't it?
Yeah, being a
Mm.
good barber, being a
Mm.
good plumber, being
All
a
these
good
things.
electrician.
Yeah.
I mean, those kind of jobs, you don't.
Mm.
It doesn't really have to.
They, they
Mm,
don't really
it
need to
doesn't.
ask you much of your
Yeah, it
certificates and
doesn't
all that.
really. Yeah, whether you got the
Yeah.
certificate
Mm.
in a forest in Uganda, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. They don't really. Those
Mm,
ones because it's handiwork.
mm.
What can you do? They want to see the
How
skills.
good can you?
Yeah. How can you
Yeah.
do that? So that's where that one is different. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Just yeah. Can you just like
Good.
yeah, round it up straight to please. Yeah.
Yeah. I said the reason why some
Mm.
families from Nigeria are suffering over there. One,
Mm.
once you don't have your working permit and you are there and
Mm.
your visa is reading maybe visit or any other thing and you want to stay there, if you don't have working permit, you find it difficult to make a living there.
Mm.
And another one is once you don't have enough money to accommodate, accommodation is the most important thing.
If you don't have a place to
Because
stay.
maybe
Yeah.
you pay going, you pay with your BTC, you pay your hotel for 2 weeks. You know, everything there is high. The standard of living there is high.
Mm.
Once your hotel, whatever you booked, finish, you find it difficult to have accommodation. And if you don't have all those things, man, you find it difficult. And the mentality some of Nigerians have here, once you are here in Nigeria, you thought that that place is a bed of roses. And
Yeah.
once you go there,
They
you
will
grab
now
money.
they will share once you get to the airport, then meet immigration, they will give you some money as you're passing in. They will just give you some money out.
Everything have procedure. Once you don't have the procedure to stay there, brother, you gotta suffer for you to make it, unless you have a godfather that will accommodate you, as you people are saying it. But once you leave that person, there are some, they will prefer teaching me how to fish. Don't give me fish. But because mentality,
Mm.
they feel that once they want to have service and call you a foolish person, they want you to be giving them fish. But
Mhm.
when you want to teach them how to fish, they see you as an enemy.
Yeah.
That's the problem most of them have. So I thank God for this topic which you brought. That how I wish many of us are here are listening to it and have an idea. You know, they say experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
Once you have idea of whatever you are going to do,
Yeah. It
make
makes it
it
easy.
there.
It makes it easy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For the topic and everything. So tell them that that place is not a bed of roses.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Even like you mentioned that those without papers, even if you have papers, though, I mean,
Stay hard. You need
yeah, even
contacts.
if you have papers, yeah,
You need
and
contacts.
not just contacts. I mean, good ones. I mean, I remember when I first moved, there were people, but they weren't good people.
Mm.
I only met one person, and I'm so grateful to God
Mm.
for her. I mean, I only met one person, and then she gave me a strong direction
Mm.
of what made the journey different.
Yeah. Is eh, you know what the problem is? Unless maybe if someone trusts you,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you their own story.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have their story.
Yeah, but yeah, how
Everybody
many people are willing
That's
to?
what I'm saying. Everybody
Mm,
have their story. You understand? They will not really like want to open up and tell you
mm,
because there's something that most Africans, people coming from Africa, they don't get. They, if you come to UK, many you see a lot of people that comes here. Some of them come with student visa.
Mm-hmm.
And once you come with student visa, it's a little bit easier
Mm-hmm.
because you have, let's just say,
At least a working
you
permit,
have a
yeah.
working permit. Your life is a little bit. It's
Mm.
just like you are living like someone that already has a
Mm.
papers here. You
Mm-hmm.
have your permit
Mm-hmm.
to stay in this country. While there are some other people that are like, some of them that work. What I
Mm.
mean by work, they use they just they trek, they walk, they will use their
Mm.
legs,
Go through
go
desert
through
and
desert,
I think my
to
barber. Now look at
go through desert and
mm,
everything to come into this country.
mm,
And then their story is going to be quite
different,
different
yeah.
because one, the coming in as according to this country, the way they call them, illegal
Mm,
immigrant, while it's not the right word
mm,
because you cannot be illegal until you are illegal.
mm,
I can't see you on the street and say that you are illegal until you are illegal. What I mean by being illegal, until someone hold you and say to you, okay, do you have your papers?
mm,
You understand what I mean? But process coming into this country, because there are means of coming in the country.
mm-hmm.
Either you take a flight, you cross the bridge or whatever. I don't know. You cross the border.
You go through the
All
desert,
you need
yeah.
to do is to enter the country.
Mm,
Once they're inside the country, that's it. Some of them, they come in through the desert. They take the boat. They come in inside here. What is the next thing they do? They go into the country, the system, and seek asylum.
mm,
And once they seek asylum, that is one process of staying in the country. It's like someone getting married,
mm-hmm,
someone like coming into student the student visa. You
mm-hmm.
come in, all of those things, the process of what you want to stay in that
Country,
country.
yeah.
So when they take calling people that are illegal immigrants, you cannot call someone that is seek asylum illegal. Those are the problem.
Donald Trump calls them aliens. So
Okay?
I saw I think Americans isn't an American thing or Donald Trump, because I saw videos was aliens coming into the. I mean, it was more. I was like, why are they being called aliens? I
It's
mean,
just a win
now
with
I
that's
mean,
another different kind of
just
story.
adding to your story. I mean, there was this my barber, the guy that usually cut my hair. He came in from Ethiopia through the desert and stayed here for he got his asylum was granted. He's got his indefinite.
Mm.
A year later, he's got his British passport, and he moved back to Ethiopia.
Yeah, went back.
Moved back, yeah, the next year after
Yeah,
I getting the passport. So,
yeah,
yeah, it just kind of adding to what you talked about the journey of
yeah.
people,
It's
and
different. Everybody have their own
mm,
story. Everybody have their story. Everybody, unless maybe someone trusts you or someone have
mm,
they will tell you their own story. You understand what I mean? So I know. I met some other guys. I know a lot of people. I know one of my friends too. He came into he
mm,
came through Libya. You understand? So if when you are with them talking,
mm,
they don't talk much.
mm-hmm. Because I mean that's a journey that nearly costed their
Yeah,
lives.
they
Yeah.
don't really talk much.
Mm,
They don't argue.
mm,
When you're talking complaining
mm,
there's no job, there's no anything,
mm, mm,
they don't really like they just look at you,
mm,
and most times when they're looking at you they'll be like you're
mm.
supposed to be grateful.
It's just like
Yeah,
yeah. In addition, it's just like the story of this Nigerians that went to BBC to say they paid
yeah.
£10,000 and they didn't get a job, and they sold their houses and they sold their cars
Mm.
and paid someone for a job, and then they came here and there is no job and they're stranded. And I was like, you guys are really, really joking at the moment, because you are in a country where if you hustle,
Yeah,
you would get your feet up.
you get
Why are you
everything. Why you
complaining? You're
complaining?
in.
It's like,
Mm,
come on. There are ways, there are
there are ways, there are
process,
things you can
there are
do. Yeah.
process. Everything here it has a process. Like I said to you, I said there's a structure. They structure the
Mm,
country in a way that if you come in, you know what you're doing. You're going to live, at
mm-hmm,
least live here, have food to eat, take care of yourself. You know what I mean? That is it. Structure is there. They set everything there for everyone. But some people they have that mentality already that once they get into this
mm-hmm,
country, they will start like packing all the home money.
mm,
Immediately, come on, if I get there 1 year, just
mm,
give me 1 year.
mm,
I would make come on. It's not that easy.
mm-hmm,
It's not that easy. It's not. Okay, it's not easy at all. So if you fall into the wrong hands, what you said earlier, the person that will pick you up, direct you what to do, then you do it. They will tell you do this, do this, do this, do that. There's a job vacancy here.
Mm.
Apply for this job.
Mm-hmm.
This is how the interview.
This is how it works. Yeah.
This is how the interview goes. Okay. If you go in, do this, do that. The way they do interviews in Nigeria is not the same.
Mm.
Nigeria most times is who you know. You get a job. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, some ladies sometimes they know what to do
Mm-hmm.
to get a job. It's not the same here.
Mm-hmm.
So all those kind of things, when you have that mentality and come here, then someone telling you, calm down, do this, do that one, apply for this job. You just come in, you don't have qualifications. Forget about your BSc, your first class. Forget that. At the moment, you need to start. You need to like start in the restaurant.
Restaurant work,
You
yeah.
go to restaurant, wash the plates over
Mm-hmm.
there, so that they can give you things, giving you some money. Start like from there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because let's assume you're a student. You just have only 20 hours to work. How much will you get from 20 hours? That's a lot of money. You cannot get nothing. You cannot
You
even
can't
pay your
really,
house
yeah.
rent. So you need some other jobs to
Mm-hmm.
raise some money. So someone will learn that advise you, okay, listen, I have a friend, he have a restaurant, he needs someone that can cook. Do you know how to cook?
Mm-hmm.
You say, yes, you can cook. Then they will take you to their friend because the friend knows them. Then you tell your friend, okay, listen, I have a brother or I have a sister, because that's the way you're going to introduce them, isn't it? He knows how to cook. Can you just employ the person? They will help you and then put you up there. Then, but them, they will go on the first day. They will work first day, second day, then they'll come back and start complaining. No, I can't do this. This is not what I left home to come here to do. I can't do this. How will you tell me to come here? I left Nigeria, my house, jobs, and everything. Then you want me to come and start like cooking, washing plates for people? I can't do that. I passed that level. Why is this person saying that they passed that level? Because where they are staying, they are not paying house rent.
Yeah. Wow. That is very deep. That is really deep. Yeah.
They are not paying house rent. They wake up in the morning, then they'll have a job where they want to go and do the dishes or wash dishes or cook or whatever. They are not thinking of paying house rent. They are not thinking of landlord going to like come and ask them, okay, at least you're going to pay. They are not thinking of how much they have for the transport. That's why they will complain. They come back and say to you, man, listen, I can't do this kind of things, man. Because they have a free place they will stay. They have a accommodation, free accommodation. But if that person use the BT, they have 3,000 pounds
and have to pay.
They
Yeah.
already pay that to one landlord. They're expecting to come and collect money next week because they pay here. They pay here weekly. It's not month. They pay weekly. So you give someone 250 or 300 this week. He's coming again next week for 300 again. Maybe he's paying 250 this week. He's coming again next week. Or maybe he said, okay, I want to pay in every month.
And you can't even, it's not a situation where you could say, oh, please give me some time.
No, they don't. You give the 800 pounds. Then next month is coming. You're looking at yourself because there's no way you're going to call people in Africa to send you money. It doesn't work. They cannot send you money. You know how much it is to change 800 pounds? If you change that money in Nigerian currency, then they will send it to you to pay house rent. Parents can, even if they do it the first time, they won't do it the second time. They will say to you, listen, what others are doing, do it. So because they're staying in a house where they're not paying anything, that's the reason why they will complain and say, tell you, I can't do that job. You need to find me another job. That's the word. That's the word. You need to find me another job. As if that you are the one distributing jobs. You are distributing jobs. You understand what I mean? And those are the entitlement. Most of Nigerians, money people, it's not only Nigerians, but people that come from Africa, the entitlement they have. And we are the ones that make it easier for them. How do I mean? Because if someone comes in, because like one of my friends, the brother came in here with student visa. The brother stayed with him for 3 weeks. He told him to go and look for a house.
Wow.
He paid for the house for 1 month. He paid deposit and paid 1 month. Said to him, that's it. They argued, they fight, and everything. That's the way he settled him. That's it. He said, I brought you here. I brought you here. I brought you here. So you and all that.
Apologies for the breaking transmission.
That's the problem. Wait. All right, guys, sorry about the breaking transmission. It's just an issue having it for a while now. So, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Hope you guys can hear us loudly. Can hear. It's okay. All right. Okay. So, what I was trying to say is that many they just have that entitlement, and once you put them in the house and all that, instead of them to like appreciate that, listen to the person that is harboring them, someone that accommodating them, and follow their steps, does not mean that some people, there are some bad people that you meet, they don't really would like to help you. But at least if that person put you in their house, help you, that is the most important thing. Like this guy I was telling you now, he settled his brother, just tell him 2 weeks. He just pay for the accommodation and let him stay. Why did he do that? He said that if he still is staying with him, he will not hustle. He will not move forward. He will not penetrate. He will not meet other people. You understand? Because he will not, as he is at home, there is not thinking about how much he's going to earn or how much he's going to pay the house rent or how much he's going to pay bills and all that, because all those things has been taken care of. And that is why he's just going to make him to be lazy. But now that he's out there, you start harboring for himself. He start hustling, meet people and all that help him get a job and everything. So the guy, now the brother is okay. He's okay. He's working. He got his own jobs. He got everything. He has got his own place now, even married and have his kids already. But if he didn't do that, could have been another story. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why it is. That's why most times they don't really get that, because that is why some people, you see them, when they leave your home, you guys become enemies. Become enemies because you want the best for them, but they don't know that you want the best for them. Okay, if someone put in their house, I'd say to you, okay, I'll give you 6 months. This 6 months, save your money. I help you get a job. You get a job. They help you get a job. If the money, you go out there, you work and come back, save your money. Why did they tell you to save your money? So that when 6 months elapse, you move. You get your money now to pay for house, the rent. You use that 6 months to find a better place that you will stay. Within that 6 months, you can say to yourself, I can't live in London. London is expensive. I would like to live outside London. Then you already have a job. Then you can look for that job, use that job that you got before as what your reference, get another job, move out where you know that you can now, you can sustain yourself. The house rent is not going to be like the same in London and all that. Do you understand what I mean? That's why So when someone harbor you, tell you, okay, 6 months, after 6 months, you gotta go. Appreciate that. Save your money, put your money down, keep the money. Forget about people that back home. Forget about them for that 6 months. Don't start sending money to your girlfriend, boyfriend, all those. They want to show them that you start making money. Keep the money because you need the money. That's why they don't understand because they need the money. You understand? Because there are some. I know why I'm saying this. Some of them, because they're not paying anything, you see them going to club every weekend. They are on their way going to club. They're working, making maybe 1,200. They're not paying bills. Then you see them going to club. Going to club, they pop champagne, £200. Flexing, they spend roughly 200 something pounds in a weekend. Because when they look at it, they say, yeah, because they're not paying. Do you understand what I mean? Like if they're earning 1,200, and then they will take 600 and give give to a landlord, use the other £70 and pay for water, use maybe £40 and pay for Thames water, then pay
food and
electricity bill, roughly maybe the top up electricity bill for a month, £60 or something, or £30 or £40. Then they pay, they collect their transport, then the food. Before long, maybe what will left, they will just get at the end of the month, maybe 150 or £200. Then they will think twice. But it's any 1,200, he's not paying nothing. Then what do you think? He's go to club and pop champagne, spend £200, 250, pop champagne. You think that he still have 800. Then after 6 months, then you say to him, okay, you need to go and get your own place. He doesn't have any savings. He doesn't have any money because the little one is sending it to his girlfriend back home in Nigeria. Now, dude, you need to move. You need to find your own place now. You become their enemy. You become their enemy.
wow,
That's a very
it's a very deep topic today.
seriously. That's a big problem. Many people, many. It's not only friends. Talking about brothers, sisters. That's a very, very big problem that they normally have. That's a big problem they have because when you tell them what to do, most times they think that you want to push them away, but you're telling them how the country is. And another challenge that we've not even highlighted is when the person that want to, like, for example, you're going to meet your brother or your sister, they are the ones bringing you over. They have their own family. Maybe your brother is married. He has his wife. They stay in roughly two-bedroom flat or one-bedroom flat. It depends on how it is, because if you leave Nigeria and come here, it depends on how you get in here. So many people, they like you have children because you've never got a British passport or indefinite. It's quite difficult for you to get into housing, all those things. So for you guys to start somewhere, you get one-bedroom flat. So madam is working, the man is working, both of them at the end of the month, they will take almost 1,300 and give the landlord before every other things. Then they have children, 2 children or something. All of them are staying in that one-bedroom flat. Then you come into, then you have to sleep in the sitting room. You have to sleep in the sitting room and sleeping there in the sitting room and all that. I getting me. The woman, some of them, they be telling their brother, their husband all the time, when is he leaving? Because they need their space. They need their space. When is he leaving? He needs to go and hustle. He needs to go on the street and join other guys to hustle. Do you understand what I mean? And when they put pressure, and when they put a lot of pressure to this guy, what do you think is going to happen? He will buckle and say, listen, guy, you need to move, because he don't want to have any issue with the wife. He don't want to have any problem with the wife. Then you have to go. Then when they push you out, when you are not ready, what's going to happen? Then you become your enemy. The person will become your enemy immediately. You understand? So Those are the things. Those are things that people experiencing on a daily basis. The struggles people are going. Okay, even we've not even like
We've not really touched this
no.
topic.
I
Yeah.
think maybe next time we're going to analyze with the
The
video,
deep.
the
Yeah. We'll talk
video,
about play the video
yeah,
again, and
and they analyze it because that one is another. That one
it's a
is
different topic.
it's a
Yeah.
different kind of thing. You understand? So there's a lot. Cost cost of living is not a joke.
Is insane.
It's not a
Especially in
joke.
London, you don't really get the value of what you're paying for.
No, the cost of living is crazy. Is very very expensive. Okay, you talk about discrimination, people that go, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
at your place, you don't really know much about people. Many people that you've never like worked with white people before,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really know much about discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
And as a Nigerian, normally you can hear the phrase Nigerians don't know they carry last. Nigerians know they carry last. So we have this attitude where we don't allow anybody to intimidate us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when you go to the job place, this person, they will ride you, they will start talking to you because they know you are just a newcomer. They will talk to you anyhow they want. And you get angry. You bust out and all that. Without knowing that is just a normal, it's just normal thing that happens. You see some other guys they were calling their colleagues their supervisor, yes boss, yes boss. Why are they saying yes boss, because they want to pay their bills. They want to pay their bills. They are not
They
saying
don't really
no,
care.
they are not saying yes boss, because they're giving you respect. No, they want to pay their bills. So that's the reason why. And then you come in here, should try to like say, no, you can't talk to me like that. What do you mean? How can you behave like? How can you tell me to like do this? I've finished doing I've finished packing the crates, and
Okay,
then he's telling me to do it again.
that reminds me of a story of there is this guy that. So my friend, this guy he lived outside London, so I got him this remote opportunity, and then there were tasks he was supposed to complete, and then he didn't complete the task, and we had partners that were waiting, and he was just busy living his life normally. Like I yelled at him, I was like, "Hey, people are waiting. You can't be doing this." And then he got offended and said, "Why are you talking? Why are you yelling at me?" And I was like,
We have job.
yeah, because
You have
the
targets. You
people
have
that are supposed to pay your
yeah,
salary
yeah,
are on the other
on that
end
side. Yeah.
waiting, and you're living your life normally like nothing. And he was like, why did you have to talk to me like that? Why did you have to talk to me like that? Fuck you, man." So I called my friend that
Introduce.
referred him, and I was like, this guy is not aware that he's in London or he's in the West yet. He still have a baby mindset. Yeah, because then if you have a life, if you have a goal that
Yeah.
your respect and someone yelling at you is the least thing
Is
you
less
wanna,
things you have to think about. It's because it's
because you don't
just
have a
normal
job,
things.
you don't have
Yeah.
a skill, you have nothing. Like
Nothing.
I literally had to train this guy. He had no skill, he had nothing. He was literally a waste of space. And I helped him. I gave him the opportunity because my friend introduced him. And then he just wasn't meeting what was expected. And he was just very casual about it. And the partners were just on the other end waiting, and
And
they've been promised it, yeah.
you have a
And then
deadline as well
he
to
said,
submit whatever you
Why are
put
you
in.
talking to why are you yelling at me?" And I
That's
was
it.
like,
Yeah,
this
that's
guy
what
doesn't really know what he's up for.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the challenges that most of it's not only him. Most of us we face that challenge. Okay, living in Africa, coming sometimes you're comfortable in Africa already. You're
I think his
comfortable.
dad has
Yeah,
a bit of money, yeah.
yeah, you're comfortable in Africa, and then your parents maybe they want you to come here and do masters. Just in the name of now my son is doing masters in the UK. He doesn't need it. The other one is just that he want to do masters in the UK. Okay, so when they get here, because they've never suffered before, they never like experience any hardship. They never like do all those kind of errands or something. Then you talk to them somehow, and then they'll be like, you will see there the way they walk, the way they do things, and come on, man, come on. You go for the interview. You need a job. I've already tell this person that you're coming for the interview. Go there. They are still sleeping. The people that the people that you even like you result because of your how you are with them, the way they respect you, and you tell them that you have someone that they at least that is coming for an interview or something. They be waiting for. They didn't say you. Then you call him and say, "What's up? What's going on?" He say, "Man, I wasn't feeling all right. Not in the mood. Just like, do you understand?" And it's that respect, that contact, they will mess everything up for you. You understand? So those are challenges that most Nigerians they face here in the UK. You understand? I know some other countries they complain about the same thing.
It's
But
probably
we're talking
worse
about
in other countries, isn't
but
it?
we're talking about
Yeah, the
Nigerians. What
UK.
are talking
Yeah, the UK is it's an English country. It has more Nigerians
about?
than any other country in
Yeah.
Europe. So
Nigerians, a lot of them are here. A lot of Nigerians are here. So
it's probably
the
like over
opportunities
the
as well.
past 3 or 4 years, it's like 1 in 5 black man you see in the UK now is
Is a
Nigerian.
Nigerian. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of them are here.
1 in 5
A lot of them
black man you see in the UK now is Nigerian.
Nigerian. A lot of them. They
Mm.
will have a lot of us here. So those are seriously a lot. Then you talk about the language barrier. Talk about the language barrier. When though Nigeria is English is our is second language, right? Can I say it's the first language? Because I don't know the way they put it. Okay, they expect every Nigerians to speak English. So when they get in here now, live in London, then they live outside London. Their language, their English is quite different from London.
Especially Wales.
It's not. Don't go to Wales. I'm just talking about just here. Going out, go to Northampton, go to
Scotland.
Those places are just other country. I'm talking about here in the UK, here in
England, yeah.
Go to Northampton, go to Leicester here.
Birmingham. I'm
go
from
to
Birmingham.
Yeah, go to if you want to die, just go to Liverpool. You will not hear nothing. There, Newcastle, some of those places that the houses are cheaper. If you leave all those places, houses are cheaper. Then in the hotel, your friend will say to you, "Come there, and there's job." Then you come in, going for interview. They're interviewing you. You don't hear what they're saying. I'm talking about language barrier. It's English, but you don't hear the English. It sounds like French. You don't hear nothing. You lost the job.
The pronunciation is completely different. Yeah.
They speak with their nose and all that, and then you cannot hear nothing. Then you see that the guy will say, "I've been going for interview since I came here. I can't get a job. Why? Because language barrier." And you tell someone that's language barrier. You say, "What are you talking about? Language barrier in English country? You only speak English." It's not that English. Their dialects are different.
The accent is different.
Their accents are different. Even someone Scouser person will be speaking with another English person. They're still struggling to understand each other.
They still struggle to understand each other. Yeah.
You understand? Then why you coming from Africa? Our own accent and the way we talk and everything is quite different. It's struggle. So these are challenges that people they face on a daily basis. And if someone didn't tell you that, you don't know. If someone didn't tell you speak this way, speak that way, see this, do this, that one, you don't know. There's no way you're going to know that. How are you going to find a job? That's a big problem. It's one of the challenges. A lot of people, especially students, a lot of students, they're facing the same challenge because some of the schools that are cheaper are outside of London. So they go to hall schools there. I think like 2,000, 3,000 hall. You get some smaller, all those Midlands, small cities that they will go there. Their language are different. The way they speak English is quite different. Their lifestyle is
different,
quite different from people that live in the UK. You live in London. Do you understand what I mean? Their lifestyle is quite different. So that's why you see a lot of them, they go there, they fall into trouble. You see some of the kids, a 13-year-old kid, he looks like a 18-year-old.
Mm.
Then he start messing about.
Mm.
Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Out there, it's different. Their lifestyle is quite different. So those are the challenges. Many
I
people
think
they are
I'll probably
facing.
have to visit there and
No,
just,
seriously,
you haven't
if you
really.
go out there and then you understand what I'm talking about, it's quite different. The way they react, the way they talk, the way they behave, and everything is quite different from people in London.
Mm.
People in London, they've seen people in London, they've seen a lot of people, they've seen stuff, okay, and all that. So they've seen things. They meet people. It's a multicultural city.
Mm-hmm.
It's a multicultural city. So a lot of people are here. They can they have experience. They can accommodate you. They can talk to you anywhere. They give you
Yeah.
they can give you that respect. But out
It's
there,
multicultural,
yeah,
yeah. It's a
it,
lot easier to
yeah,
see a black person,
yeah.
yeah.
Out there, they don't. If they don't want to talk to you, they don't.
Mm.
That's it. You understand? So just
But, but but the irony is that over there, because he's not, I think over there, I think would I say people are slightly more nicer, and because London there is too many breeds of nonsense, so everyone is to themselves. But then over there, because we don't have that many different, so people are slightly more relaxed and
yeah, people are more relaxed over there. That's the reason why some of them you see they have grooming gangs. They have a lot
mm,
of things. They think that they are relaxed, so they can take advantage of you.
mm.
It's not like that.
I would
Some
say, I would say that there it is like two worlds apart.
yeah,
They are more racist
mhm.
and they can be more nicer
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying to you. If you don't really understand it, you can take their actions
Mm,
as friendly.
mm,
You can take their actions as like being like, they giving that hospitality and all that.
mm,
No, it's not. That's the reason why if you see all the you keep and everything, all of them over there.
mm,
You understand?
mm-hmm,
They are all there. They will come in front of you. They will not tell you that they are racist. Just once you turn your back, they do what they want.
mm,
Do you understand?
mm-hmm.
They will just
So
show
it's
hey,
just a typical example of what happened in the US election. I mean, it was all voted in the lines of racism,
they,
but they hid.
they will tell you just
They
laugh.
didn't. They didn't come like
No,
when everyone was being interviewed on
yeah,
TV. Everyone said, "Oh, they were voting Kamala,"
yeah.
but then
Once you leave,
how did yeah?
once you leave, they will say, look at that. They will tell you what you want to hear,
Mm,
but behind you, they just do what they want to do. That is it. You go for the interview, they will ask you the questions. You answer all the questions. Everything is all right. You're happy. You go in and say, definitely you're gonna get a job. Why didn't you get a job?
mm-hmm.
Then you're waiting
Yeah,
for them
and
to
then they
call you.
probably rather because I remember back in the days when I was looking for all these small jobs. I remember we had a large interview and they just selected the Europeans
Mhm.
because just couldn't understand. I mean, I had better English than these people. There's people from Poland and
Poland,
all the
mm,
don't know how to speak English. I had a better English. So how come they were
they're
selected?
selected.
Yeah.
That is it. They will not tell you
Mm,
until then you've come by, you come the next day, you see all of those people that they're working.
mm,
They can't even like
mm,
they don't even know what the only thing they know what to do is just okay, do this. They explain to
mm,
them, someone will interpret to them what they will do that.
mm-hmm,
Do you understand what I mean?
mm-hmm.
It's like it's there, discrimination is there. They can't hide it. And that's one of the challenges a lot of us Nigerians they're having in this country. You understand? If someone didn't tell you or like, you know, give you that foundation, explain to you proper how it works. Some people they get discouraged when they do that to them the first time, second time, third time. 1 month they've not gotten a job. They get fed
Mm,
up.
mm,
That's when you see some of them. They say that it's better I go back to Nigeria.
mm.
I have to go back to Nigeria.
I think one of my guys, I think already bought his ticket to
Yeah,
go back.
I have to go back to Nigeria. And yeah, seriously, I really have to go back to Nigeria. That's why, because it's it's difficult. I need that orientation. I need that someone like sitting you down and explain to you how you work proper, especially if you live outside London. Here in London, You might work in a place where it's only black people.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. There are jobs you can go to. It's only black people.
Mm-hmm.
They're working there. There are some jobs you go to. If you guys are 10, 8 of you will be
Even 9.
Asia. Then the other ones are black people.
Mm.
It's like that. You understand? We don't even see any
Especially in
white
the
people.
care
You understand?
sector.
So all those
In the care sector, your manager could probably be from Nigeria
Yeah.
and probably be from the same tribe
tribe
as
and
you.
stuff. Yeah.
And
So
probably be because I know this I know this lady. I mean, her manager was same tribe, same and other people in the team were Igbos as well, and so they go to work and
Yeah.
during their break time they're
yeah, they be
speaking
speaking
Igbo,
their dialect and all
and
that as
even
well.
with the NHS with the influx of a lot of doctors and nurses coming in from Nigeria, they speak pidgin in the hospitals and
Yeah. Just like that.
mm,
So those are the things, So when you live outside, it's different. That's why it's good when you come in, if someone have to you need that orientation. Someone explain to you how the country works and everything, so that you know where and how to start. You understand? So I think this is why we want to stop this evening, because we have a lot to cover on this.
yeah, it's quite a
this topic.
very deep and touching,
We have a lot to cover,
emotional.
because I think the next time we're gonna look into it, we have to analyze what the lady said, because that one is when you settled in this country, okay, and then because there are ways that you have to settle. Even if you come as a student, you still need to settle that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I mean? It's either to people that come to asylum, they still need to settle, because if you are not accepted, if they didn't accept your asylum, they will not give you stay to stay in the country. As a student, you just have a student visa. If your visa expires or you finish your studies, that means you need to go back to Africa. Then that process you need to settle. So those are the
And I think
foundation,
the
basic.
UK is probably one of the most accommodating when it comes to Europe.
Yeah.
Because with Iceland, I was reading the story of this guy that had his story was quite sad, and his asylum was refused, and he was asked to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I said such a thing can't really happen in the UK. UK
Yeah,
is a slightly more accommodating, yeah.
it do happen here in the UK, but the only thing is just that here in the UK they will tell you to go.
But they don't really go.
They will tell you to find your way back where you come from. So that's why most you see that when they tell you that, some of them will just mix up with it. They will just go and stay with friends or something, then start their hustling on the street. Understand? That's the way. But some other countries, they probably once the asylum, they refuse your asylum. Sometimes they will just round you guys up together and just keep you in a deportation camp, so that they will not like you to they won't like you to start hanging around the city or just come like that. They will just round you guys up and put you guys somewhere. Those are different. But here in UK, because it's a multicultural country, they most times they tell you, okay, you need to leave. And when they tell you to leave, some people leave, some don't.
And a lot of people don't.
So that's it. All right, guys. Seriously, it's a long topic and all that. We will still revisit this topic. We have we have a lot to cover.
About it next.
We have a lot to cover. Okay, we now have a lot to cover. Okay, and also I will have to use the opportunity to apologize again for all these technical issues we have in Style and all that, But I think if you go through the video again, if you listen to the podcast again, you will learn a lot. Because we touched a lot of things that mostly we will not even plan to touch. Okay. Okay, we'll see you guys again next week, Friday. Also, don't forget about is this month that we will the promotion that we're having, that we'll give it out, is this month that we'll do that. So please keep following, keep watching the podcast, keep commenting, sharing the program and all that. Might be the luckiest one. Might be lucky the one in it. Because you never know. Okay, so you might be the one that we get it, the award and all that. Okay, I'll see you guys next week, Friday. Have a lovely weekend, Kotaris. Hopefully, we see you all. Thank you, bye.